Waid Harbison here, Chairman of the Cullman County Republican Party. I'm here with Shane Rusk, who's running for Fairview School Board Representative. Shane, glad to have you here. If you will just start out telling everybody a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, well, I'm born and raised in the Fairview Basin area. Got two kids. One's in middle school at Fairview. One's in the preschool there at Fairview. It's a great preschool, early years preschool. Been there my whole life. Went to Wallace. Graduated in 2002 with a degree in precision machining. Excuse me. Went back to Wallace years later and decided I want to pursue a business.
Sure.
So graduated from there, and I guess the biggest thing about me is I had to sum up just a few words. I guess I'd just be a family man with a servant's heart.
Sure.
I guess that kind of sum me up just in a small bubble.
Absolutely. Well, what about your background qualifies you to run for the school board?
Well, I guess one thing that gives me advantage is being born and raised in Bethel. Some people look at that as, we need somebody from the outside, but being born and raised there,
sure.
I have a relationship with the teachers, with the faculty there. So it's not like you're coming in, you're trying to build that relationship already. Hey, if I see them out and about, we've talked already.
Sure.
So it kind of gives you advantage. You don't have that kind of that groundbreak, and the groundwork's already been set.
Yeah.
So you have that advantage
right
going in. I guess another thing is my business mentality.
Sure.
Gives me an advantage. Just I've been involved with several businesses. Some
sure.
was struggling, some was in a good spot, some of them was in a great spot when I took in. And just seeing from the business side gives me the advantage because AL.com did a survey, and the largest employer in Cullman County is the Cullman County Board of Education. So it is a business. Business decisions has to be made.
Absolutely.
And I guess another thing that gives me kind of like it's just my passion for young people.
Sure.
I mean, one of my other jobs is I'm a youth minister. Been doing that for 4+ years, and just that genuine passion I have to see young people at the highs, the lows, going through them, seeing them graduate,
sure.
seeing them everything that they go through in life, and like I said, just being a servant's heart. I want to see them succeed.
Absolutely.
So that's why when I seen this opening, I just felt that calling, that pull, just to
absolutely.
jump in.
Right. So, assuming you get elected, you're on the school board representing Fairview.
Right.
What would be 3 things that you would want to do within your first 4 years on the school board?
Well, first thing is security. I mean, when I was in school, the first, I guess, modern day school shooting happened at Columbine. And with the events of Lakeland, Florida, we went in time for security.
Right.
I mean, besides my salvation, my kids are my most prized possession. And I'd hate for something to happen to them on school grounds, a place where it's supposed to be an institution of learning and
sure.
safety and fun. You know, if something happened, heaven forbid something happened here in our community, man, it would rock us to the core because we are. It's family here.
Sure.
So security is huge. Technology. You know, there are 2 kinds of technologies. There's experimental and outdated. That's why you get phone updates every
yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we got to keep our teachers on top of the technology so they can pass that down to our students.
Right.
And I guess then the third thing is I want to see our schools grow.
Right.
I want to see us be being born and raised there. I want to see us become a bigger close-knit school with unlimited resources.
Sure.
You know, the economy's turned around, but it's still not where it needs to be.
Right.
And I want to see that. I want to see the funding get where it needs to be for our schools. I'm tired of hearing the excuse, well, we don't have the money. Well, let's figure out how to generate that money. Let's figure out how to get our kids what they need. We all, I think one of us that got kids, we want our kids to have it better than what we had. So let's don't hold them back. Let's give them what they need to be successful.
Sure. And I think you hit it on a high point. It's a business. You know, there's a lot of money involved in managing resources, teachers, everything like that. So, you know, what is one thing? Of course, you're running as a Republican, so Republicans are all about fiscally conservative government and everything like that.
Yes.
You know, how would you make the tax dollar go as far as possible with the county school board to make sure it's running efficiently as possible?
Yeah, well, you got to evaluate everything. I mean, from the bottom to the top, you got to see where money can be allocated, better used, where cuts can be made. Talking to the people around the community, and from where I live off the Gold Ridge Road. It's one of the busiest roads in Cullman County.
Sure.
Man, the school buses go down that road.
Yeah.
You know, so there's got to be some overlap, and there's no time how many thousands of dollars we waste just in school buses,
Right.
between the fuel and the maintenance cost. UPS is great at figuring out how to make sure that their buses,
Right.
their drivers make right-hand turns instead of left-hand turns,
Sure.
or minimal time to reverse, and it saved them millions.
Right.
You know, would we say millions? No, but hey, there's money on the table that
Sure.
we could better use somewhere else if we short that.
Absolutely. So one of the other major things that is kind of going on in the state right now, the state Department of Education has put out report cards for the first time, kind of ranking, different schools based on, A, B, C, D ranking sort of thing. A lot of different parameters and algorithms that go into that. But some of our Cullman County schools did not receive some of the high scores. Some of them were ranked a little bit lower. And actually, I believe the Fairview schools were not some of the highest. I believe they had a little bit of lower ranking.
Yes.
So
Yes.
coming into the school board, knowing that, what are some things that you think of that could possibly raise those scores?
Well, I've already had conversations with the principals there at Fairview, and they got a plan in place.
Sure.
Which is phenomenal. I love that being proactive.
Right.
And go ahead and hey, we know there's areas we got to improve, so let's shore it up now.
Sure.
You got to hold people accountable from the faculty and the students. What I guess I look at being a student ministry pastor. I look at it from a different route. What accountability do you have on someone that if you tell a 16-year-old kid that's just got his driver's license how he needs to take this test,
Right.
but it don't affect his grades any, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
But we still got to hold the faculty accountable to get the point across of how important that these tests are. But I do like how Fairview has already been proactive.
Sure.
On that, trying to get ahead of the curve, because it is something that, hey, we gotta short. It gave us a black eye.
Sure.
And being born and raised there, I mean, if you cut me, I believe purple and gold, and through Parkside, black and red. So it hurt me as well seeing that the grades wasn't where they need to be, but.
Yeah.
It's something we can. They're working on. They're working on. And I'd love to be part of that to help them get that short up.
Absolutely. Well, is there anything else you'd like to have before we wrap up?
Yeah, I guess the biggest thing is, folks, I encourage you to get out and vote. Be active. If you want to see changes, you got to elect folks to make the change. The kind of old timers I would always say, you ain't got a route to gripe if you didn't vote. So get out and vote. Get behind a candidate. The town hall meeting is going to be going on later on this month and in the May. Make a point to attend. Hey, you want to know where I stand and where other candidates stand? We're open books. Ask us. Pull me aside. You see me in the store? Pull me aside. Shane, where do you stand out here? You see me in the restaurant? Grab me. I guess that's one thing about me. If you want to know my opinion, good, bad, or indifferent, ask me. I'll tell you. That being said, guys, June 5th, get out and vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks, sir.